Scared! Bow, 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 bow. Bitch! Bow, bow. Scared! Bow, 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 bow. Bow. Bitch! Bow, 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 bow. Man! Cha-ching, cha-ching! Money! Money! Bitch! Bitch! Slide! Slide! Bang, bang! R.I.P. Rest in peace. Damn! Damn! Wow! Shit! Shit! Sweet! Sweet! Lord! Have mercy! Damn, girl! She thick! Fucking! Wow!
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rambo for Radio. I am your host, Jen T. Twitter and Instagram at GenT523. But nobody cares about that. It's all about YouTube Gen T TV. The reason for the introduction is I am running commercials through my podcast company or whatever. They are supposedly paying me to run commercials, which, okay, great. But I listened to last week's show, and it cut off like half of the show in the front. So I was like, well, if you're going to cut off my intro, might as well just put some sort of silly little music in the beginning, so it won't matter. By the time you hear this, you'll be listening to the sweet sounds of my voice, and we'll be getting locked into the motherfucking show. I had a full show recorded for y'all, and I was not pleased with it, so I deleted it. What the hell is wrong with me, man? Come on, man. Jeez. Wow. She thick. Oh, damn it. Oh, man. So anyway, hopefully you are hearing this and you're enjoying this and you are smiling and it is lifting up your day, or maybe it's ruining your day. I don't know. But hopefully the ads are over and now you're getting to enjoy the sweet sounds of Rambo per Radio. Okay, so where we left off last week, so many things to tell you guys about, but I've got to, when I listened to last week's episode, I went, oh, well, I certainly have to tell them how the potluck went. Damn. Ooh, shit. So when I last talked to you last, it was St. Patty's Day, and we were having a potluck at me work, and it was fucking shite, as you can imagine. So on paper, my boss was supposed to bring cookies, and I was bringing Thai food. So, it's the day of the potluck, and people still got a chance. We work at a grocery store. Certainly, you can make up for lost time because this potluck really wasn't advertised very well. Poorly planned, as I would say, but it is my work, so everything is just poor. Just piss poor. So we're just moving on the fly as usual, and so I get there in the morning and I'm thinking, okay, it's the day of. Surely somebody has brought some chips, some drink, some sort of snack, and I look up there and it is the $3 cookies my boss brought, and I was like, you what? wait, you know how to cook, Ma? I thought you was gonna bring some homemade cookies at least. Oh man, I mean, I'm not gonna hate on these cookies because I like these cookies. But still, when you make cookies and you buy them cookies that showed up at the table for the potluck, I was like, damn, bitch. What the hell aren't they? I mean, anyone who bakes cookies for real despises the cookies that were on the table for the potluck. So it's a brand you may have heard of called Loft House. And basically they are, I like them, but let me just describe these cookies to you. They are cookies that are basically like flash cooked. Like when I say flash, like somebody shone like a flashlight on it and then they put icing and then they put it in the package. These motherfuckers ain't cooked. These cookies look raw as fuck with icing on them. I'm like, damn. Oh, shit, bitch. What happened? What happened, Bobby? What happened? You know, I'm just looking at them. I'm like, I like them. Every once in a while, I will buy them because I don't care. I like cookie dough. I like cookies. I like raw cookies. I like halfway cooked cookies. I like burnt edges cookies. I don't give a shit. I like cookies. Come on, man. I'm chunky. Okay? And then you go put icing on there? Say less. So I was just like, damn, but I just know you know how to make, you know how to cook, girl. What happened? So I was just like, really? Once again, your staffer who makes minimum wage is gonna feed everybody. Your staffer who's living check to check is gonna feed everybody fucking Thai food. So when I seen them cookies up there, I was like, this means war! War! Huh! I mean, I ran down the stairs and I was like, hey, so, and, because, it's in my nature, if there's one thing my mother has blessed me with it is the ability to be petty as fuck. Petty as fuck. I try not to be, but every now and then it will come out, especially when it's in relation to work. I'm like, nah. So I was like, well, here we go. Here comes Petty Wop. I was like, we're going to be as petty as possible. So anybody I saw on St. Patrick's Day, I was like, hey, are you hungry? And I was nice and loud, and I was like, 'cause I'm buying Thai food. I told anyone who would listen, hey, I'm going to have Thai food upstairs at lunchtime. Get ready, because there isn't any other food up there. So I'm going to take care of it, and I was just loud as could be. Maybe she heard me, maybe she didn't. I don't know. But maybe she did because, by her lunchtime, she rolled up with 10 Domino's pizzas. And I was like, oh, okay, girl. She must have heard I was bringing Thai food and didn't want to be upstaged. I was like, okay, girl, you brought Domino's. But this is the thing, like, we always have pizza. And it's like, come on, man. Pizza is affordable. You can feed lots of people. I totally get it. I respect it. I'm a pizza person. I love pizza. I'll eat it hot or cold. Come on. But we buy pizza all the motherfucking time. Okay? And I just felt like people deserve better. People deserve more than just $10.99, whatever you want, pizza. Okay? So she put the pizza upstairs. I go look at these pizzas. God bless you. I'm grateful. And she brought food, okay? I go look at these pizzas. These are the smallest Domino's pizzas I have ever seen in my motherfucking life, okay? I didn't even think Domino's made pizza this small. I was like, yo, what the? Hey! Clearly, we did not do the $10.99 deal. Holy shit. I looked at that. Them things was sloshing around in the box. I was like, Jesus Christ, lady. My dog's water bowl is bigger than this pizza. my new to me, used to y'all iMac is bigger than the pizza. my fucking 13-inch MacBook is bigger than the pizza that she bought. I went, girl, what is happening? I'm like, you on salary and they gonna pay you back. It's not even like she gotta spend the money. They gonna cut her a check later. So I'm like, girl, it's free. It's free money. Whatever you spend, they gonna compensate you. So I was like, I was looking around. I was like, good thing I brought Thai food. Oh, shit. These pizzas was small as fuck. I mean, when I tell you these pizzas, they might have been smaller than the diameter of a golf cart wheel. I mean, I'm telling you. That I was like, yo, what domino deal is that? Is this $5.99? Oh shit. I was fucking dying. I was like, oh, damn. I mean, I'm a regular customer at Dominic's. And I've never seen a pizza that small before, Jack. I was like, oh, girl got the budge pizza. You can't even finish the word legit. It's the budge pizza. Holy shit. I was like, well, damn. So I brought Thai food in case y'all wanted. And I let everybody know. Was you hungry? Somebody's like, I didn't even bring a lunch. I was like, perfect. I got Thai food. Help yourself, you know? So. I was like, man, the state of this motherfucking place, man. This is some crazy ass shit. So, the potluck, eventually a couple people brought some potato salad, some chicken, some some other little things, and we made do. It worked out, you know. But for a minute, I was just like, damn, girl, your little $3 cookies and my $70 Thai food. Get the fuck out of here, man. So anyway, I paid for it, you know, and then Brother Oscar heard that I was buying everybody Thai food, and so he said, let me pitch in. So me and Oscar, we took care of the team, and it felt good because I was just like, man, these motherfuckers, you ungrateful bastards. Everybody work hard for this fucking place. Whether they call off all the time or whatever shift they put in, they working hard. The least you can fucking do is buy something else other than fucking pizza. I'm sorry. Pizza is not motherfucking good enough. Y'all can't give us a raise. You better give us some good ass food. People be sweating, blood, sweat, and tears in here. We spend more time at that place than we do with our families at some point for some people. Full time, you're in there day in and day out. The least you can do is go pick up In and Out, something. I don't know. Jersey Mike's. Anything but fucking pizza. Pizza is $10. You can feed, with 3 pizzas, you can feed at least 20 to 30 people. I'm sorry. 3 pizzas, $30. Come on, man. Stop it. I was just like, man, I brought so much Thai food. I just threw away some. It's a week old. I threw it away. I threw away a whole tray of Thai food today. So I'm like, okay, at least I took care of everybody. Am I broke as fuck? Yeah, I'm broke as fuck. I just got a bill from my insurance company. They want $1,800 for 6 months of me driving. $1,800. Okay. And I'm like, that is over. That's almost 2 of my checks. I was like, you motherfuckers. How the hell did you do this? But, I had to get a new car. I had to. I was in dire straits. I had to get a fucking new car. So, all right, this is where we at. But, damn, Ain't no joke living out here in California. So the least my work could do is offer me a raise. I had a manager come up to me, and you know what she said? An assistant manager, because not another manager would come up to me and ask me, when was the last time you had a raise? We ain't having that conversation. She won't do that. So somebody else was like, hey, I notice you do a lot for this company. And I said, whoa, well, thank you. Well, thank you very much, of course. Me, Patty Wop? Certainly. Yeah, your girl is busting her ass for this company for 23 fucking years. Okay? And I was just thinking, I've only had a raise. When I started working there, I was making $12 an hour. And now I make 19. But I know other people in that place who be making more money than me. And I'm just like, hey, I don't say nothing. I keep it to myself. I just keep working hard with the hopes that someday they go, hey, we noticed you're making shit. Here's some money. But instead, my man's is like, hey, sales are down and I need a new truck. Get to work. So damn. So anyway, this manager, she's so nice. God bless her little heart. She was like, I noticed you do a lot for this company. When was the last time you got a raise? And I was like, 2017. It's a matter of fact, 2017 was the last time your dear hostess had a raise. She goes, yeah, that's a long time ago. And she's like, what do you think could be the problem? And I said, I don't know this address. The real money is lost in the mail somewhere. I was just like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not on time every day. I'm late every day. I'm lucky if I can make it there 5 minutes after. You know what I'm saying? It is a rarity. My car is in the shop. I will make it to work on time because I'm being dropped off by my parents, obviously. So, and they are sticklers for being on time. So, but me, I'm just like, it's very deceiving because when I leave to go to work on Sundays, it literally takes me 10 to 15 minutes to get to work on Sunday. So I use that time for the rest of the week. And that's not true because everybody else is working the rest of the week. So it's double that. It's 30 minutes. But yet I give myself 15 minutes and it doesn't fucking work. And I can't tell my brain to be like, hey, bitch, you need to leave 15 minutes early because it takes 30 now. So one of these days in 23 years, maybe I'll get it. Maybe I won't. I don't care. Anyhow, I told my manager, I said, yeah, I'm late every day. So, I'm within the grace period. They got a grace period, but I'm late every day. And she's talked to me about it. But I said, honestly, I got 3 dogs. 2 of them is elderly. 1 is blind. 1 of them is kind of blind, getting there. We're in difficult straits. And then on top of that, I got a puppy from hell. So I said, things are a little tough. It's just me. Okay. I'm trying. It's just me. And she's like, hey, I was late the other day out taking care of my dog. So things happen. So, but I got a raise. And she did tell me the same thing, that my attendance wasn't that great. So I was just like, oh, okay. Yeah, so we're in the same boat. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to talk to her. And I was just like, you do that. I'm like, as I walked away, I was like, this conversation is going to go absolutely nowhere, because at the end of the day, even if this woman, God bless her heart, she goes to talk to my boss has to go talk to the fucking who's the boss of all the bosses. And this guy doesn't like me. He's trying to fire me before. He doesn't like me. And so, she got to convince him to give me a raise. And I already know his answer. No. Because any money that gets diverted from his pocket, he don't like. And so if giving me $1 raise takes away from his fucking budget, he don't like that. So I'm going to have to assume that's a no. Because we just have some selfish motherfuckers working there. And it's just like, okay. You do realize, you do understand the way this works. Like, if you pay people better, they'll work hard for you. They'll stay, But because you treat them like shit, they call off. They don't want to be there. And they quit. And they go work somewhere else and go make more money. I can't recall of anybody other than like a handful. I mean, we're talking like maybe 5 people on my hand in a span of 23 fucking years. Over hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that have quit my work that aren't doing better. Literally every single person that leaves my work gets a bump in pay. Their quality of life goes up. So I'm like, damn. I'm just trying to fucking hold on. I'm like, please, God, Jesus, is there any way I could get my brown belt faster to get the black belt faster, Lord Jesus? If anybody needed a black belt, it was me. And not because of the system or whatever, but it's just like, I'm just trying to open my gym, man. I just want to get the hell out of there and get right to the business. Start doing jujitsu full time, teaching people jujitsu and having fun. Now, I understand that a business takes work. It's a lot of hard work and you got to be responsible. But also, you get to have lots of fun. I could tell my coach is having fun. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, come on, man. What do I got to do to get this promotion, man? I know that my coach likes me to compete more, but it's expensive to compete. It's $150 every time to compete. I don't got $150 every weekend. Come on, man. This is crazy. So I'm just like desperately trying to watch YouTube, desperately trying to roll as much as possible, desperately trying to take in as much information about jiu-jitsu as I can and demonstrate that I know things and I'm not just some lump on a rock. You know what I'm saying? But God, if anybody needed an exit out of that place, it is your dear host. I want to get right to the business and do what I love to do, and that is that is do jiu-jitsu. So anyway, I'm just like, I'm day to day. I go in there, see my people. I try to pump everybody up. It's not even my job, okay? But it's something that makes me happy, is to make other people happy. If I can bring somebody up who's down, come on, man. Let's get this done. Hey, girl, we can do this. You know what I'm saying? We all on the struggle bus in there. When I watch these prison shows on YouTube, I'm like, damn, this is like low-key kind of like my work, but I'm free to leave. When you locked in prison, like, you ain't free to leave. You know what I'm saying? But this is like an emotional kind of prison because you got the good schedule. They're flexible with the schedules. Some of them are understanding. Things are happening. But the pay is dog shit. Yeah, the pay is dog shit, Jack. And the emotional shit you got to put up with, the stupidity, it really hurts my fucking brain. It hurts my brain. So I'm just like, So anyway, yep, Potluck was a great success, as you can tell. God damn, whoo, shit. Yo, my job, we on the struggle bus, Jack. And the worst bit is summer's coming. Once summer comes, holy shit. Speaking, who's not on the struggle bus, excuse me, shout out to the homie. I had 2 homies that quit. Not at our location, but another location. But basically, these 2 homies used to work at my location, but they couldn't work with my boss. It's just too unreasonable. And my homie Andrew, shout out to the homie Andrew. I mean, the nicest guy. The nicest fucking guy you'll ever meet in your life. I promise you. You're never meeting nobody nicer than this man. The sweetest, nicest guy. I mean, one of the best. A real gem. Super smart, educated, musician, world class. was being treated like dog shit at my work for no reason. My man's was helping people, facing, cleaning, straightening, doing all the things, working on these crazy schedules, and going to school. And they trying to treat him like dog shit. And then just one day he was like, you know what? I don't need this shit from you fucking dildos no more. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. I don't think I need this shit from you fucking dildos. So my man's went to go work in at our other location, where he actually lived close to anyway. But I knew before he left, he was telling me he was building a unit in the back of his house, and he was going to charge people rent. And I was like, yo, that's smart, man. You live in California. Way to maximize your profit. Go for it, bro. And I knew once that was completed, you don't need this place. You don't need this piece of shit job. The money he's making from my work, he could make from renting, okay? The fucking whack-ass pay from my work, he could make that from renting out his backyard. His back motherfucking yard with a house on it. And that's what he did. He built a little house in the back of his backyard, and he rented it out to people. So that check that he would be getting from my work, he don't need that check no more. So God bless him. Shout out to my man's Andrew. Smart kid. He's going to go places. He's going to go far. And I'm super, super proud of that man because he got the hell out of there. Yo, shit. Damn, man. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, it's time for Customers of the Week. Oh, man. You know, I had to help this African-American man who he was on one. I don't know if he was high or what, but he and this old lady were cracking up jokes, and I was just trying to clean up the store and go home. And he's like, hey, girl. Hey, girl. And his girlfriend was like, he's like, hey, girl, what you got for me to get bigger? And I was just like, ¿Cómo? And I looked at him. The reason why I said that, I was just like, he was already like 6 foot, 315 pounds already. I was like, ¿Cómo? Yeah, no, I want something to get bigger. And I was like, what exactly are we talking about? You know, because I was just like, what? You are ginormous. He goes, nah, I'm just playing. No, but, you know, I need something for stamina. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be tired at work. And I'm like, of course you are, because you're probably fucking diabetic, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. You are unwell, sir. And he appeared to be a truck driver, because I recognized the company he drives for. I was like, ooh, you are not getting exercise and you're not eating well because you're on the road. So I was just like, so I was like, how often do you drive your delivery truck? He's like, 6 days a week. And I was like, okay, yeah, okay, so you're fucked, you know, until you retire, if you make it, because, you know, you're so overweight that you are unwell, you know, and I'm a chunky person. I look like I'm unwell, but, you know, if you set a timer, I will choke your ass out. You don't want to do jiu-jitsu? Let's do Muay Thai, okay? Let's do left way. Let's do karate. Let's do taekwondo. Let's do what's the fucking one? Let's do kempo. Let's do aikido. Let's do Shotokan karate. Let's do Kyokushin karate. I'll fucking show you, man. Anyway. So old boy was just like, yeah, I'm really tired, yo. I'm really tired. Hey, girl, what you got for my stamina? And I was like, well, we have a supplement called stamina. But, you know, my intentions were very sinister because I was like, yo, this guy's high as fuck. You don't know what the fuck he's talking about. If this man were to somehow eat clean and exercise, he wouldn't need anything. He'd be all right, you know? Like he would park his truck at the 24-hour fitness or maybe a Planet Fitness or Anytime Fitness and get some work done, he might be okay. So I was like, all right, player. You think everything's just in a pill? We can just fix everything in a pill. Well, here you go. Here's stamina. So, but what he doesn't know is the stamina pill that I gave him was for his bon air. He said, yeah, I get real tired at work. And I was like, oh, perfect. This is stamina. So I'm just imagining this guy's falling asleep, driving his truck, and then he just takes this pill and he has a boner. Oh, my days. This man. Oh, shit, he's fucked. But basically, I was like, yes, sir. So you can totally buy this pill. Or you can, when you go to a grocery store like this or wherever you're on the road at, instead of going to fast food, pull into a grocery store and shop on the outer perimeter of the store, because all of the fresh fruit is on the outside of the store. Your butters, your milk, your bread, your produce, your meats, everything that's good for you is on the outer perimeter of the store. Now, obviously, you're on the road, things are happening, so maybe you can pick up a few frozen food things, right? But for the most part, if you don't know where to start with clean eating, the least you can do is never, ever, ever in your motherfucking life shop in the middle of the store. That's where all the junk is at. That's where all the shit is at. The food that is loaded with preservatives to stay on the shelf for 20 fucking years and then just wreck your gut. You want to buy food that's going to expire at the end of the week or in the 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, fresh is best. So if I could tell you one thing from a Patty McFatty to another, shop on the outer edges of the store. Produce is there, your milk, your eggs, your meats, your fruit, your veggies, your bread, outer edges of the store. Eggs, cheese, all of the good stuff. Yogurt, but the good kind. Don't get that shitty ass yogurt with fucking 20 grams of sugar in it and there's 2 servings in there. Get fucking Greek yogurt with 0 grams or 4 grams of sugar. Or my personal favorite is I eat the Planter Sisters high protein yogurt. It's like 7 grams of sugar and 18 grams of protein. Hello, that's the real deal. So he's like, okay, one more thing, girl. How about member 3? And I was like, member 3? Whoa, what are we talking about? I'm just a lesbian. I don't care about dick and balls here. What you talking about, Willis? Number 3. And I was like, number 3? Aisle 3? Yeah, it's over there. He's like, no, number 3. You know, the one, number 3. And I was just like, the one what? He's like, yo, sis, number 3. Number 3. And I was like, trying to play the guessing game. I was just like, what could it possibly be? He's like, with the fishies in it. Number 3. And I was like, oh, damn. English, motherfucker. English. Omega 3. Holy shit. This guy. Number 3. I was like, member 3, what the fuck is this? I thought this was like some new members only jacket. Number 3. And his girlfriend was like, she don't know. You know, the one with the fishies in it. Oh, fuck. I was like, damn, wherever the fuck you came from, you need to drive right back, Jack. Oh, shit. I couldn't deal. And then shortly after that, I received a phone call from a lovely woman who just... I'm shocked that she's still alive because this woman is just absolutely batshit bananas. So every time she calls the store, people are just trying to ask her what exactly she wants. But instead she goes into the fucking, Sermon on the Mount. She goes into the fucking 10 Commandments, the old Judah Ben-Hur. This bitch thinks she's Moses receiving the 10 Commandments or trying to prepare everyone for Noah's Ark. So I was like, hello, how can I help you? Hello, who is this? I was like, oh, damn. I was like, ma'am, your phone's not working. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? And I was like, can you hear me? Do you hear what I was for when no one listens anymore? He's like, can you hear me? I was like, yeah, maybe. Yep, oh, yep, there you are. How can I help you? Hello! And I was like, oh, hi. Who is this? And I was like, brr, brr, brr. She's like, who? Brr, brr, brr. And I said, who? You're saying it too fast. Brr, brr, brr. And she's like, I can't hear your name. I was like, hello? You still there? Hello? 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 Can you hear me? And I was like, yes, how can I help you? What's your name? Jennifer. Jennifer? Yeah, how can I help you? Oh, Jennifer, you remember me. May the Lord bless you and keep you safe from all the evil that is upon us. And I was like, what's your question? Well, I just wanted to say a prayer. It's me, your friend. I don't want to say her name because I don't want to get sued. You remember me. I've been shopping there a long time. And I was like, bitch, who the hell could forget you? Who could forget you? I'm just wondering, may the Lord bless you and keep you. I have a question, and may the Lord keep you safe from all evil upon us. I was like, oh, okay, yes. What is your question? Yes, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I have a question. Do you sell Ezekiel bread? I was like, bitch, why didn't you just ask that 5 minutes ago? Say, hello, do you guys carry Ezekiel bread? That's it. Why do I have to get a sermon on the fucking mount, man? Hello, may the Lord bless you and keep you. My name is Judah Ben-Hur, and I am parting the Red Sea for Ezekiel bread. My name is Moses, and I want to know if you have Ezekiel bread. I'd like to trade you for the 10 Commandments. I don't have any money. I'm sent by the Lord to protect you from evil that is trying to harm you. I'm like, girl, you gotta chill out with all of that. I'm pretty sure half the wrinkles you have is from the shit you be saying like that on the phone. You just need to relax. Just ask a simple question. Hey, do you have my Ezekiel bread? Yes or no? Si or no? Okay, just keep it simple, ma. I've been shopping there a long time, and I just wanted the Lord to bless you and keep you. I was like, okay, girl, we all right here. We're doing okay. Nobody's dying. Anything else? Yes, I would like to. And I was like, please hold. I was like, no, 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 no. Not today, Satan. Not today. I was like, we done here. Be gone. Satan, get thee behind me. But then the worst of the worst. I mean, just this man. This guy is a real POS. Piece of shit. Bitch. Skirt. Bitch. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, this guy is just, he is borderline. I'm not sure if we have a criminal record. I'm going to go on and say yes, because the things that this man says when he calls the store is just very disturbing. And the worst bit is nobody's ever seen this man. He's never introduced himself. I'm willing to check the computer to see if he's ever purchased anything, because at this point I'm calling shenanigans on this motherfucker. He's been calling for 23 fucking years, and it's always like, "May I talk to so and so, please?" He goes, "Please." I'm like, "Yeah, how can I help you? What do you want?" Just like, come on, man, you playing games. He calls from 2 different fucking phones, so nobody really actually knows his real name. And he's like, "Yes, I would like to talk to Kyle." He wants to talk to the owner's grandson, who is a recovering gay, by the way. He married to a lady. He a Christian man. He has left his gay ways behind. But this man, he wants to come and talk to him. He wants to talk to him. Okay, and I could tell something fruity's going on this phone. Okay, so he has to talk to him. So he talks to him, and he goes, "So, he's like, "So, I noticed you're not going out to gay bars anymore." and he was like, "What?" He's like, "Yes, I noticed you're not going out to gay bars anymore. What's going on?" And he's like, "Well, I'm a Christian man now. I'm married, and I don't do that anymore." He's like, "That's not my life anymore." He's like, "Did you have a vitamin question?" Because he's like in my man's business. "Of course I do. I want to talk about boner pills, natural boner pills." And he was like, "Okay." And he's like, "So I want to know, like, if your dick is curved, does it straighten it out when it gets hard?" And he was like, I'm not sure. Everybody's penis is different than another. Everybody's going to have a different reaction." He's like, "Yeah, have you taken it before?" And he's like, "Nope." And he goes, "Yeah, I took it one time, and I was really heavy veined, my dick was just hard for like 3 days. What do you think about that?" And he's like, "Okay, well, that's, what worked for you." He's like, "Any other questions?" He's like, "Yes, I'm going to stop by and see you one day, keep up the good work." And he's like, "Oh, one more question." He's like, how thick is the load?" Like when you ejaculate, like, is it heavy? Does it shoot ropes? And I'm just listening on speakerphone, and I was like, I'm like ready to yank this motherfucker off the phone. I'm like, "You motherfucker, you fucking piece of shit, bitch. Don't be calling on the phone talking about this shit. This is too far. This guy's a little weirdo. He into my coworker who ain't gay no more. Leave him alone. Leave him the fuck alone." Every time he calls, is Kyle there? I want to talk to him." I'm like, So now, Kyle has asked all of us and has also told the manager, "Hey, if this guy calls, I'm not here." And I was like, I perfectly agree with that statement, because just because he's a man doesn't mean he should take abuse either. That's unwanted. Okay? This fucking creepo who's never introduced himself, always calls the store every day from 2 different fucking phone numbers. It's weird. So today he called and he was like, "Yes, I would like to talk to Kyle, please." I was like, "Well, you ain't here. How can I help you? What do you want?" He's like, "Oh, yes. So I recently was in your store and I noticed that, he's like, "I was in your store the other day and I noticed you guys didn't have any ATP. And I was wondering, what's the difference between D-ribose and ATP? Because I was looking on the internet and I was trying to get clarification." And I was like, "Please hold." I put this bitch on hold for a long time because he's motherfucking wasting my time. He's playing games. And I'm like, I never give this man my name because he's a fucking weirdo. He knows it's me, but I never give him my name. But every now and then he'll ask for my name, and I'm just like, "Okay, bitch, whatever. I'm going to change my voice every time you call." And be like, "Hello? Yes, how can I help you?" "Of course. Let me put you on hold." Bitch, I got you. I fucking got you, you little creepo. So I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Let me go check for you. Please hold." He's like, "Thank you." I was like, "Oh, you motherfucker." So I didn't even tell him because what he told me was a lie. He's like, I went down your store and you guys didn't have any ATP on the shelf. Yep, bitch, you're wrong. We had a full shelf of the stuff. I walked over there. I was like, there's a full shelf of the stuff over there. So I was like, whatever, you playing games. And I'm not going to feed into your game. We're going to keep the ball rolling. So I was like, okay, bitch, you want to know what the difference between D-ribose is and ATP? Here we motherfucking go. Please hold again. I put people on hold a long time when you ask dumb-ass questions that you could have Googled. I Googled it. I didn't even fucking know. And I worked there for 23 years. I was like, what's the difference between this shit? Because this guy's a fucking weirdo. Chat GPT. So, of course, Chat GPT told me that D-ribose is the derivative, the building blocks for ATP. ATP is the final product of energy. Not that matters, okay? Because I'm telling you, this motherfucker, what does it matter if it's D-ribose or ATP? Bitch, your body makes ATP. Why are you trying to make more? Why you have two phones? Why are you calling us? Why are you asking if the loads are full and shoot ropes? Why you want to know about all this weird stuff? Why are you asking about my coworker? This whole thing's fucking weird. Already after gate, I don't like this guy. So I was like, oh, it says here on Google that it's this. He goes, oh, okay, thanks. I'm going to do some more research about it. Thank you. Have a nice day. And I was like, yeah, bitch, bye. Click. I was like, fuck you, man. I'm going to do something. I might have to get my homie involved, who's a very, very, very smart man, and be like, hey, man, take this number down. We're going to find this motherfucker. I'm so tired of this, man. I am so tired of this guy. He's a fucking do-do-do-do, man. Something ain't right. And I don't like that he's making my coworker uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys don't experience sexual harassment. That is a full-on sexual harassment right there. It's an unwanted discussion that he has to have with this guy because it's his job. And he knows this guy's being inappropriate just because he can. And he's asking personal questions about his life. And it's like, come on, man. Let's stick to the vitamins. Let's keep it real, okay? So anyway, the hunt will begin for this man. When I know more information, I will reveal it here on this podcast. But for right now, I have 2 phone numbers. I got 2 phones. I'm ready to get this man. If I got to do 5 more years in this place, we're going to find out who this motherfucker is. We're going to send the goons after this guy. Holy shit. Oh, man. And then finally, little Miss Crazy Woman who lives in the mountains called. And, she is just borderline psychotic. When I say I answered the phone 6 times, I answered the phone 6 times. I had other coworkers who answered 2 more times from me for this lady. She keeps calling. And so I answered the phone. I was like, hello, how can I help you? And she's like, I need to talk to the online ordering. I was like, okay, that's what I do. How can I help you? I need this and this. And I was like, okay, let me get you to the lady who plugs this online because this lady can't use the internet. I totally get it. No problem. We have somebody that will do it for you. So I said, let me transfer you to her extension. So I transferred her. Phone rings back again. She goes, hello, I need you to do this for me, okay? I was like, okay. I would love to, but I can't do anything on my end. It has to be processed by the lady who does the computer. Let me transfer you to her. Please hold. Transfer again. Rings back again. She goes, you don't understand. I need you to do this for me. I need you to do this. I got to talk to the lady. And I was like, okay, let me explain to you how this works. We have customers. They're calling. They have orders. They need to be placed. They need to be fixed. Things are happening. You are not the only one calling. I just want to remind you in the most polite way possible, you are not the only one calling. So if you call her extension, leave a message. She will call you back when she has a moment to talk to you. This is how this works. Well, I just need to talk to her so bad. I was like, okay, please hold. Leave a message. Goodbye. Okay, calls back again. Listen. I live in the mountains. I just had hip surgery. I'm bedridden, and my neighbor's trying to steal my land. And my husband, he stole my money. I need you to help me. I need to get my vitamins. I was like, okay, girl, please hold. I'm like, bitch, I can't do anything. I just pick the stuff and put it in the fucking box. I don't do shit else. I don't know about putting it in the computer. I don't know nothing else. I just get the stuff. Leave me alone. So I transfer her again. She calls back again. I need help. 911. I need help. And I was like, girl, if it's an emergency, you need to hang up and call 911. I don't know what's going on there. I need to talk to the lady who does the ordering. I need to talk to her. So I come to find out, and I eventually ran into her at my work, and she's like, oh my God, this lady calls dozens of times a day. Sometimes she leaves me voicemails about how her neighbor is trying to steal her land by putting up a fence that's on her, according to her, on her property. Her husband stole her money. She's bedridden. She had hip surgery. She lives in the mountains. She can't drive, this, that, and the other. She's leaving 20-minute messages on my machine. I'm like, oh, girl, we gotta put a block on this bitch. I'm sorry. How many vitamins you buying? Because your little vitamin C for $10 ain't worth the grief, okay? But come to find out, this bitch bought like $200 worth of brain vitamins. And I'm like, damn, you buying $200 worth of brain vitamins? First of all, I don't think they're working. Because you don't possess the smarts to be like, leave a motherfucking message, we'll call you back. You can't understand what's happening here. This is a business. You ain't the only customer, okay? I think you need to return all of the brain vitamins you are buying because they're not working. You don't have one. There's nothing left. We can't do anything for you, ma'am. I was like, damn, Ma, $200 worth of brain vitamins, and she ain't got one. This is fascinating. So I was just like, damn, just kept calling over and over and over and over again. So now she's like public enemy number one at my work because she's like, I need to talk to the online ordering. My husband is stealing money. My neighbor is trying to steal my land. I was like, oh, God, please hold. I make minimum wage. I don't have time for this, girl. Holy shit, man. Some current events. I went to first, we must pay our condolences to one of the greats, Chuck Norris. He passed away the other day at 86 years old. God damn it, man. I loved Walker, Texas Ranger. That was one of my favorite shows. And then, of course, the epic battle between Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee. This motherfucker fought Bruce Lee for real, not for play. Like, obviously it was for a movie, but they was really punching and kicking each other. That's some real ass shit. They don't do shit like that no more, okay? This man fought Bruce Lee and lived to tell about it, okay? This is the real motherfucking deal, Chuck Norris. So I'm like, damn. Wow, what a ledge. The GOAT. He's crossed the Rainbow Bridge and now he's teaching God how to do karate. He and Bruce Lee are joined together again and they are doing karate together. I went to the Ill Intention concert at the Packing House. My buddy Aaron, shout out to Aaron. It was his birthday and his birthday wish was to do a concert with his band Ill Intention at the Packing House Packing House Brewery in Riverside, California. Great show. My only wish is that more people would have showed up, man. I mean, he put on a really good show. My man's putting his blood, sweat, and tears into the music biz. Please show up and cheer for this man, okay? Come on. And then, of course, I went to the Snow the Product concert, and man, I had the best time, because your girl likes Hola Mamis, mucho gusto. Your girl likes the Hola Mamis. So I was in heaven. And I did try to make an attempt a few times, but I struck out. One of them, I was talking to a beautiful lady who had driven up from San Diego, California, a.k.a. Spanish for the whale's penis or whale's vagina, San Diego. And she was very friendly, but while we were waiting in line in the hood. And so her friends came up and they started speaking Spanish and they disappeared. So assuming they cut the line because they were too beautiful to wait in the back of the line like with a peasant like me. And then I saw another Hola Mami inside when I was there. I was like, yes, I'm going to talk to her. She's beautiful. And right when I turned to go, Hola Mami, mucho gusto. These two fucking Buffalo Manish ladies like myself blocked me. They was there together. And they're like, hey, coming through, excuse me. Yeah, we love Snow the Product. We're together, yeah. And they was like humping on each other and gyrating. And I was like, come on, man. That's gay. Oh, man. It's just, ever since I was splashed onto the dating scene, not by my choice, but by my ex, my long-term ex. You know what I'm saying? And, ever since I got back on the dating scene, it's just the most disgusting thing that has ever happened to lesbians. Now, two things now. We got men pretending to be ladies, which, God bless you, I guess y'all could be transgender, whatever, but y'all gotta make the macaroni sound. If you got a toolbox down there, use a man. I don't care. Use a man. Use a man, straight up. You got a beard, if I see a 5 o'clock shadow, use a man. Straight up. A hard jawline, Adam's apple, or is, what's his face says, an animal apples. Use a man, okay? You might feel like a lady, but you was a gay man. Come on, let's be real. So, the invasion of the lesbians by straight men pretending to be gay ladies, whatever. I ain't down. But the probably worse than men invading ladies' spaces and claiming to be lesbians is when two feminine ladies or two masculine ladies get together. Yeah, what the fuck is that, Jack? So these two mannish ones was like together, and I was just like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on here? Yeah, dancing, and they was getting so crazy, they was bumping into me, and I was like, oh, hey, oh, it's a lesbian, but I ain't that gay, okay, that's crazy. They're like, sorry, we're just getting busy. And I was like, ooh. And so I was like trying to like move the two Patty McFatties out of the way, because I was kind of chunky. So I was like, you know what, I could, use some of my bootay and kind of like bump these two mannish ones out of here so I could talk to the older mommy. She was beautiful. She was my type. A little chunky, but not too chunky. You can't be bigger than me, okay? Come on. You can't be bigger than me. That's the rule. There's only one of us who can be big, okay? And I've already filled the position. Thank you. So I was like, oh, she perfect. She a little bit smaller than me, but she's still chunky. We on board. So I was like, I was about to go, hey, what's happening? This concert, right? This is fucking cool. Snow the Product. Woohoo! Which, by the way, if Snow the Product is in your town, please go see her. She is a blast, a cool-ass concert. Parties with her fans. Like, she's legit, okay? Open invite to the after party. I mean, she crazy. So, and right when I was about to talk to the old mommy, these two fucking doo-doo-doo-doos, the two mannish ones came back and was bumping around. It's like, yeah, Snow the Product, yeah, baby, yeah. I was like, fuck. And then, like, because they was gyrating so hard against each other, they fucking scared my older mommy off. She was like, I'm out of here. And I was like, fuck. Oh, man. I was, like, trying to see where she went. But, when you're in a room with 5,000 people, and you're like, fuck. This is too hard. So I was like, let me just enjoy the show by myself. And, I was pretty bummed because I was like, man. And then I was like, you should probably get on like Tinder or Bumble and see if she's single or something, like, start digging around. And I was like, nah, I want to enjoy the show. Fuck this. Like, I'm just getting worn out trying to talk to ladies all the time. I don't know if anybody feels like this, but it's kind of a thing. It's a lot of work to talk to ladies, to try and get their attention, because I be seeing on the dating apps, they go, no small talk, or you must love free Palestine, or you must do this, or you must be that, no Trumpers, blah, 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 blah. Like, just all of the stuff. And I get it. You can have your preferences. I get it. You don't want to clash, but it's just such a turnoff when they're announcing all this shit on their page. Like, tell me something about you. I don't want to hear about know this, know that, all these rules. Like, I want to know about you. What gets you out of bed? What are you passionate about? What are your dreams? What are your goals? What's your hopes, aspirations? Or something. I don't want to hear about free Palestine or blah, 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 blah. Like, girl, we get it. We motherfucking get it. We know what we need to do. And you know what? We ain't going to free Palestine. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. We can't do this. We can't do this. We can't get this done. There's just too many people who don't want this to happen. You know what I'm saying? There's just not enough people who want to free Palestine. And why are you worried about that on a dating app? This ain't C-SPAN, okay? You want to be political? Then let's go to the Hill, okay? Stomp around at your local senator's office. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just trying to see if you want some love. You want a home-cooked meal. You want a hug. You want to go on a trip. I don't know, man. Like, I get it. You want to be with somebody you're not going to clash with. I totally get that. But also, like, it's enough. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. Like, some of them, they don't even use words on there. They just putting like a watermelon on there. They're putting, no ice, which I get that. All right. But just because I don't put it on my page doesn't mean I don't agree with you. I'm just like, there's a time and a place for this. Put your soapbox somewhere fucking else. We can deal with that later. Let's work on, trying to see if we're fucking compatible or if we love each other. We can respect each other. We can have a conversation. We can go on dates and do things. It's just like, it's wild. And I don't think it's just for gays. I think this is a thing too as well for your straight guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, ladies be going a little too hard in the paint. We got to bring it down, keep it simple, and just be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for in a man or a lady. You know what I'm saying? Like, must, be X, Y, and Z. Don't be lying. Don't be cheating. You know what I'm saying? Like, real basic shit. We can worry about Palestine later. Let's figure out who's going to split the bill. Oh, my days. Oh, man. But don't get me wrong. I know it's serious business. Obviously, I don't really talk about politics on here because it's serious fucking business. I don't want to offend people. I too wish for people to be free. And I wish that people wouldn't hurt people. And I wish that people wouldn't do shitty things for fucking money. You know what I'm saying? But this is the world that we live in. And I feel like there's just not enough people out there that can stop what is inevitable, what is happening over there. And I feel like whatever is going on over there is what rich people want to happen. And there's just not enough poor people who have the means to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's hitting the fan all over the world all the time. There's always something bad going on. But, I feel like if we could just start small, maybe, like start within your community, your city. Why don't you clean up your city? Because I'm pretty sure your city got homeless people, got trash, got potholes, got corrupt officials that y'all need to take care of. So before we worry about Palestine, let's worry about your city, the city you live in, and how can we make it better? How can we improve things? Okay? When all of that's taken care of, when the city is right, when things is balanced, when we get rid of the corrupt politicians, when we fill the potholes, when we help homeless people, when we pick up the trash, when we build houses and not warehouses, we create real jobs for your city, then we can worry about the state. Then we can worry about the country. Then we can worry about El Globo. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a ladder here. And I feel like people is just jumping right to the end and be like, oh, we got to help these people. Fuck everybody else. Hold on, player. I mean, maybe I'm saying things I shouldn't say. Maybe I sound crazy, but I just feel like you have to start small before you go big. You can't just go big because chances are when you go big, it don't work out. It falls apart. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember BLM? Turns out the people who created BLM was racist as fuck, was stealing money, selfish, lying, didn't give a shit about black people. So I'm saying it's like y'all want to be on this soapbox and whoop-de-fucking-whoop and hollering. It's like, nah. Start small. Start with the basics. Where's the common ground? I get you're passionate about politics and social things. But also, how many mozzarella sticks do you want? It's time for the UFC picks, and let's get the fuck up out of here. I've got Alexia Tanara, Ricky Samon, Bruno Lopez, Gabriela Fernandez, Marcin Tabora, Chase Hooper, Ignacio Bahamondes, Kyle Nelson, Yusori Belgari, Julian Rosa, Michael Chiesa, Alexa Grasso, and Israel the Last Stylebender Adesanya. Those are my UFC picks. Bet with me, bet against me. Who cares? Let's watch some motherfucking fights. Yeah! All right, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, share, and subscribe to Rambo Up Radio, RamboRadio.com. Purchase a shirt if you can. And if you are not financially well off, like your dear host, you may go to the YouTube page and just like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube page. That helps out tremendously. You might not have any money. Cool. That is free to do the YouTubes. Okay, yeah, so basically now the show intro is now at the end of the show because I don't know how these advertisements are working or what's going on, but I don't want it cutting off the show. So I'm going to end the show now with the intro. I don't mean to copy the Mad Scientist Party Hour podcast, but this is what we got to do, Jack. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm jacking your style by ending the show with the start of the show. So thank you so much for tuning in. But until next time, this is Rambo Up Radio. I'm out. Peace.
Hit that ball.
Rambo Up Radio with your host, Jen T.
Fuck, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, fuck it. Jen is a warlord.
I'm fucking coming for you.
Now I feel poo coming out of my bum. So it's a lot right now. Yeah, it's a lot.